Hello again, fellow Gears. What's up? It's Maticum bringing you another Gears 5 tutorial. This one is on Horde enemy spawns, unique weapon drops, and witch boss spawns. Before we begin, I just need to give my gratitude to Dr. Schwazi for everything he does. Thank you so much. Now, in Gears 5 Horde, there are 3 different types of enemy spawn sets that you will randomly cycle through and complete every 10 waves. These 3 changing 10-wave enemy spawn sets are Leeches, Juvies and Magos, and Robots. Now, with each 10-wave enemy spawn set, almost all the enemies are predetermined, as well as each main boss you can pull is also predetermined. So, what do you say? Come with me and let's go slide into some spawn. Let's go ahead and start with Leeches. Leeches are mixed with a lot of reject spawns, and sometimes they can be extremely slow to spawn on the map. You also don't get a lot of weapons to forge with them on the early low waves. However, some of the noteworthy unique weapons that you can only get with pulling Leeches are Scion Boom Shots on wave 4 through 8, and Hunter Torque Bows on waves 8 and 9. On Leech's boss waves, you can pull one of 3 bosses: a Carrier, a Snatcher, or the one unique boss that you can only pull on Leech waves is the Matriarch. Moving on to Juvies and Magos spawn. What's interesting with Magos is that you can't down or DBNO them like you can with regular drones. However, some of the noteworthy unique weapon drops with Juvie and Magos are Sniper Long Shots on waves 4 through 7, Scion Drop Shots on waves 4 through 8, and Juvie Poppers can drop frag grenades on waves 2, 4, and 5. On Juvie and Mago boss waves, you can pull one of 3 bosses: a Snatcher, a Carrier, or the one unique boss that you can only pull with Juvies and Magos is the Swamak, which can also sometimes be referred to as Barney, right? The third different enemy set that you can pull are Robots. Robots are great if you like to use power weapons. Some of the noteworthy unique weapon drops you get with Robots are DR1 Devastators with salvos on waves 4 through 8, and DR1 Oppressors with tri-shots on waves 8 through 0. Now, you don't pull Bastions with Robot sets, but you do pull Guardians on waves 7 through 0. You can also sometimes get a super frag grenade drop from a tracker on a main boss wave 0. On Robot boss waves, the only 2 bosses you'll always pull is either a Kestrel or the Flock. I'm not sure as to why you can only get 2 bosses on Robots and not 3 like the other 2 enemy sets, but okay. Although, if you're on an indoor map like Exhibit, you can't get a Kestrel. So when you pull Robots on Exhibit, you'll automatically know the main boss will always be the Flock. One last thing to note about Robot waves: if you like to spawn trap speedruns in Horde, Robot waves sometimes will create odd spawn issues or wild spawn outs very close to or even on top of where you're standing on the map. Now, over time, you'll get used to this, but it's usually advisable to have a small form of a kill box, as shown, ready and set up to take care of the wild robot spawn outs when you spawn trap speedrun in Gears 5 Horde. As far as the mini-boss waves go, all 3 mini-bosses, Wardens, Sentinels, and Stumps, do not seem to follow any specific order or have a recognizable pattern for how they spawn at this time. Whatever you pull seems to just be random between the 3. If this changes, we'll be sure to let you know. And that concludes today's sliding session into enemy spawn. I hope that this tutorial can be useful, spread some knowledge, and help all of us become better and more efficient Horde players. And as always, enjoy it, everybody. Thank you.